Hey everybody, welcome to this channel, which I hope you guys enjoy. We're going to look at aliens. There's a number of species, of course, that people have talked about being on Earth. So we're going to have a look at that. We're going to talk about the lizard people. And of course, they are considered to be quite evil. So we're going to go through a bit of a background about the lizard people and where all that came from. So essentially, the concept of the lizard people, reptilian humanoids, is a pretty fascinating mix of conspiracy theory, folklore, science fiction, and speculation, with no basis in scientific evidence, but significant presence in the popular culture and fringe narratives. So you have to decide where you line up there in terms of how real the lizard people are. But if they are real, they're pretty evil, is what they call them. Here's a rundown of what they're commonly discussed about them. I'm going to give you that, drawing from various strands of law and interpretation and evidence that's out there. So pretty much the origin of the idea, the notion of reptilian beings being on Earth secretly influencing humanity, is mostly tied to David Icke. He's a famous British writer and former soccer player turned conspiracy theorist. And essentially in his 1999 book, The Biggest Secret, Icke popularized the idea that a race of shape-shifting reptilian extraterrestrials called the Anunnaki, or reptilians, originated from the Alpha Draconis star system there, or Draco star system. So the Anunnaki, or reptilians, came from that planet Alpha Draconis. That's roughly around about 300,000 light years away. He claims, of course, that they came to Earth thousands of years ago. So if they are here, it's a bit of a worry. Interbred with humans and now control global elites, including politicians, royalty, and business tycoons, by masquerading as humans, which is probably not a surprise given how evil some of them are these days. This builds on earlier influences, of course. The concept echoes Robert E. Howard's 1929 story, The Shadow Kingdom, featuring snake-like humanoids ruling ancient civilizations, and H.P. Lovecraft's Prometheus of the ancient serpentine entities. Some trace it further to ancient myths, such as the Sumerian Anunnaki gods, or the serpent figures in Genesis and other religious texts, interpreted by Icke and others, evidence of reptilian overlords, essentially. Now, their appearance. Now, you can see the image there of the appearance of a lizard person there, and obviously pretty large creature. In Icke's narrative and similar accounts, lizard people are described as 6 to 9 feet. So you can already see in that image that would be quite big, with scaly green or brownish skin. Now, obviously, there we've got a bit of a mix there with the green scaly skin there. And of course, reptilian eyes, slit pupils. So you can definitely see that in the image there. And sometimes claws or tails when in their true form. So remember, there are shapeshifters from humans to these creatures. They said to be shapeshifters using advanced technology or psychic ability to appear human, though glitches like a flickering eye or odd skin texture are claimed as giveaways, often spotted in viral videos of public figures. Now, if you haven't seen some of those, check those out. Other depictions like those in the TV series V, which you haven't seen, that's a very popular show, and they have reptilians in there. 983 aliens portray them as humanoid reptiles hiding under synthetic skin with a taste for live prey, which is pretty horrendous. I said they are pretty evil. Their alleged traits include high intelligence, cold-blooded physiology. Some say they prefer warm climates and a hierarchical predatory nature. That would fit politicians pretty well. Icke asserts that they feed on human energy, fear, blood, and even flesh, in ritualistic context, tying into occult conspiracy tropes. Now, obviously, we've seen videos of those as well in the US and other places, South America and places like that. Alleged role in history, of course, and society. The lizard people, theorists posits that they've controlled humanity for millennia, founding secret societies like the Illuminati, or manipulating events like wars and economic crashes. Icke links them to ancient Sumerian rulers, Egyptian pharaohs, and modern bloodlines like the royal family. For goodness sake, that's a terrible thing if that's the case. And of course, the Bushes or the Rothschilds, which are all famous ones there, claiming they maintain power through a hybrid human-reptilian elite. A 2013 public policy polling survey found that 4% of US voters, about 12 million people, believe shape-shifting reptilian people control our world, showing the idea's cultural reach. So that's a pretty large amount. Conspiracy law, of course, often cites evidence like ancient carvings of serpent gods, and of course, or misinterpret fossils as proof of their presence. Some claim underground bases, like one supposedly beneath Los Angeles, per the 1934 LA Times story about a lost reptilian city housing these beings. So if you do in LA, that might be an area that you could go and check out beneath Los Angeles there. Scientific and the skeptical view on the topic, though. Science dismisses reptilian humanoids as fiction. So this is one side of the camp that you want to be in. Evolutionary biology shows no evidence of intelligent bipedal reptiles on Earth. Past or present dinosaurs like Velociraptor were feathered, not scaly humanoids, and lacked advanced cognition. The idea of shapeshifting defies known physics and biology, and no credible fossils, DNA, or artifacts support that such a species. Psychologists often attribute belief in lizard people to pareidolia, seeing patterns like reptilian eyes and faces, social anxiety, or distrust of authority, amplified by internet echo chambers. And there's some good echo chambers out there for sure. Now, the cultural presence. Lizard people thrive in entertainment and satire. In 1983, Ministry's V depicted reptilian invaders posing as friendly aliens, or Doctor Who's Silurians are an ancient Earth-dwelling reptilian race. In games like Dungeons and Dragons, lizard folk are a stable, and in memes, figures like Mark Zuckerberg getting jokingly labeled lizard person. If you haven't seen that image, go and check that out for awkward mannerisms that he has. Icke's lectures and books, he wrote over 20, keep the narrative alive, blending it with a new age and anti-establishment themes. So you can definitely check that out there. Now, some specific claims and anecdotes. David Icke's take. He alleges the Queen of England, US presidents, and celebrities like Justin Bieber are reptilians, citing their bloodline ties or supposed slip-ups. And there are video of politicians' eyes blinking oddly, and you can check those out online as well. Los Angeles legend, a 1934 tale by mining engineer G. Warren Schufelt, claimed a Hopi legend led him to find a subterranean lizard city under LA, though no evidence has materialized. So if you're in LA, definitely worth checking that out. Public sightings, online forums like Reddit and Conspiracy Buzz with blurry photos and videos reporting to show reptilian traits in people, often debunked as hoaxes or lighting tricks. So what's the conclusion of this? What do we really know? In essence, lizard people are modern myths or mythos with no exact factual grounding, but deep roots in human storytelling. Serpents as deceivers, aliens as puppet masters. They reflect fears of hidden control and the unknown, magnified by figures like Icke into sprawling, unprovable narratives. Scientifically, they're a non-starter. Culturally, they're a persistent symbol of skepticism gone wrong, or wild, as we should say. Everything we know is thus circular fiction or conspiracy, not reality, unless you buy into the idea that I'm a reptilian typing this to throw you off. Well, blah, blah. You never know, do you? You never know. So I hope you guys enjoyed the show, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye for now. We might actually look at some other aliens as well, so check it out.